Oh, yes. Look at you, honey buns. I got a question I'd like to answer, and we're going to go through a juicy episode today. Adi Tit Ya. Somi, my friend. Ethereum will flip Bitcoin sooner than later. Do you believe that Link can flip both ETH and BTC one day? This was a really good question. I really wanted to cover it. A few things, okay? So, a few elements we're talking about. We're talking about Link. We're talking about Link here, the Oracle. Okay, we're going to draw an eye here for the Oracle. We also have ETH, Blue Chip, and we have BTC. Now, on the surface, let's look at the surface things. ChainLink's use cases actually can push it higher than Ethereum and Bitcoin. I don't want to bring out the hopium, but yes, you can actually draw easy mathematical models. And you can say, okay, yeah, ChainLink can get bigger than Ethereum and Bitcoin. Its use case is much bigger. Why? It's because ChainLink is literally going to be with CCIP. It is the connector bridge. It is the ultimate bridge. Every single chain connected. ETH, PulseChain, Solana, everything gets connected. And not just connecting the chains, because you're probably thinking, well, like, who cares about connecting chains? Let me tell you something. It's not just about connecting the chains. It's about providing data and information, sending signals across basically the internet. And you can now turn contracts into super smart contracts. Because let's say I wanted to make an application, right? Let's say I want to make a super application, but, I need to grab data from Solana people. I need to grab data from PulseChain NFT marketplace. I need to grab data from the UK government health records. I can grab all of that using CCIP. Right now, I can't grab any of it. If I want to grab it, I've got to hire somebody who goes and learns Solana, who learns how to configure the UK government and how to browse for people, etc. You need people proficient everywhere, and it's not economically feasible to do that. But let me continue. So we don't even need that to happen. We don't. So, roughly, Link was about 3 billion market cap, roughly was about that, 3 to 4 billion, and Ethereum was about 200 billion. So as you can see, there's a giant disconnect. So you would need like 65x to get a flip. Not going to happen. We don't need that. I'm happy with a 7x versus Ethereum. By the way, not on US dollar. This is against Ethereum. So the ratio is all that matters, friends. This is, exactly what time it is. You know exactly what time it is. We're here for the ratios. That's all that matters. We're here for the ratios. Because we know, Ethereum is up only. Vitalik is an alien. We know he's an intergalactic being. We're going to the heavens. Super important. We want to gain on Ethereum. I think we can get a 7x from here. I think it's ridiculous that 7x is even mentioned. I think it should be more like a 12 to 14x. But we're going to see how it goes. It will be a monstrous success if we got there too. So, we might get there in the next cycle, and we might then spend the next 2 to 3 years grinding out the zone, probably lower volatility. I explained this in the video that I mentioned yesterday. When it comes to this, they're just guesses. The volatility can be big, it can be small. We're just trying to predict, how do markets mature? Do we estimate that the players coming into the second cycle, are they going to have paper hands? Are they going to throw everything away? You never really know. And what can you do? You can't do much about it. You just got to play it as it comes. ETH BTC is probably the key. So Link ETH, right? Link ETH is the special ratio that we've got to watch. ChainLink, technically, on the surface, does have a scope for a bigger market valuation because of this CCIP, except you need to see applications be built and then the bridging back and forth. You got to see a lot. And if we go back in history, okay, this is my nice weekly super trend. Put on a log chart, okay, on linear chart. Ethereum had no DeFi and did this move. No DeFi, none. And it went from, 30 cents up to $1,400. Ethereum did a 4,500x. It had no DeFi. It didn't have Make or Die. It didn't have Uniswap. It didn't even have Chain. It had nothing. All primitive. And it did the biggest gains. What did it do after it got them released? It did still great, but it didn't do 4,500x. It did a 50x. It's cruel how these work. Well, that's what the market price is in the future. So on one hand, it's cruel how it works. On the other hand, we got to be thankful. We're like, we might be in a cycle where in 2024 and 2025, people might buy it up enough to price us in for 2027, 8, and 9. That's what we're hoping for. And if you go to DeFi Llama, I like looking at this. There's just 45% of the dominance. This is what you want to see. No competition. The bug eaters have chosen it. Swift has chosen it. All systems go. And ChainLink's unlocks have always been a bit of a sensitive issue. Just because it's funny, ChainLink community, they think the coin goes down because of the unlocks. But it doesn't. It just goes down because of Bitcoin and Ethereum. That's why it was going down the whole time. We all know from the price sentiment, from everything just keep continually collapsing. But when you see there's unlocks and then the coin hasn't performed in 3 years, I understand how people, when they zoom into it, they're like, what happened to this? It's because they're reliving the moment of 2018 and 2019 when the coin went up. So this is the full chart right here. 2018, ChainLink defied all odds and it was rallying in the bear market. So as everything was collapsing, ChainLink did a 10x from here, up, down, weekly chart, and then it was able again to do another 10x. But this was the bear market. So 2018, crazy. 2018, it didn't even collapse. It was just going sideways. 2019 did the massive run into 2020. That's what everybody's trying to relive in those moments. And we are not in that market anymore. It's basically done as a nuclear run. Now we have to price it in next to Bitcoin and Ethereum where it becomes more boring. But, as the game gets tougher, you have to appreciate these because it's something you can always fall back on, and it gives you, hopefully, a higher return than Bitcoin and Ethereum if it works out. So that's why I'm here to ask you, why do you, as a man, woman, duck, or pet squirrel with pointy elbows, why do you continue to hold tokens in ecosystems with enormous unlocks? There are people out there still holding these. I can't figure it out why. They must just love getting abused. I know they say that about our coins, but they call PulseChain and other coins fake DeFi when they're the ones fake DeFi. You're getting dumped on. Everybody dumps on everybody. It's all about the community. VC unlocks, vulture capital, fake governance votes. PulseChain is real DeFi. PulseChain is also free speech. And here I am to tell you, sell your Pulse if you enjoy fake DeFi. You're free to do that. So you can go to a website, token.unlocks. Look at this, Arbitrum, huge unlock, right? What do you think they're going to do with it? Not going to buy. What about Avalanche? Again, Optimism. Again, Craptos. Again, Immutable X. Again, millions and millions and millions of dollars of unlocks. Now, they don't necessarily dump. A lot of these guys, they do it in a nice way. Not all of them. Some of the people who are rich enough, the founding team, and maybe they've got the higher ups, maybe they've got Ethereum maxis guiding them, saying, hey, don't destroy the price. You have to do it in an orderly way. Just to give you a quick refresher, you can sell 1% of the daily trading volume and you won't impact the price. So if you're doing $100 million of volume per day, you can sell $1 million a day. But if you're only doing $10 million of trading volume per day, yeah, you can do a lot less, 100K or whatever it is. That's how much you can do without affecting the price. But when these unlocks happen, other traders, they get aggressively short and then they sell. The other people front run. That's why the market will still move, because people don't want to be sitting with it at all. They don't want to take the risk. Mr. Hex Farm saying, capital will flow where it's treated best. Here's Mr. Wen with the UFO saying PulseChain is free speech and DeFi. Also, love to see it. Master Sats saying, even PulseChain validators are promoting the PulseChain free speech campaign. Wow. This is beautiful. This campaign, we started right here on this channel. That you like, subscribe, press the bell button and all that. I appreciate every single one of you, and you're here to shock the algorithm right on this very channel. How many times did I tell you? We learn by osmosis. We learn by listening to words. Every single fiber in your body, you got it from somewhere else. It's spread out into the universe. Words got typed. Words got spoken. That's how we actually learn. We think about the message. We keep spamming the message like a torpedo. We don't send essays to people. We make them into little digestible information. PulseChain is real DeFi. You're fake DeFi. PulseChain is free speech. You're not free speech. Truth is, I can say the exact same talking points for Bitcoin and Ethereum, but I don't. Why? It's because I'm irrelevant in them. And so are you. They're so big, we don't impact them. They're mature. They don't need us. It's going to be fine. It's exactly like you going out and trying to FUD the US dollar. There's nothing you can do to FUD the US dollar. Habib, it's got $85 trillion market cap. There's literally nothing you can do. You know what I mean? So go somewhere where you can impact the positive change and still have a long-term vision. That's the difference. If you're going to have very short-term vision, then you got to be super big careful, because then you just become a pump and dumper, and it's going to be a grifter. There's going to be a lot of dead bodies around you. And as a friendly and kind reminder to you, of course you keep your back straight. Of course you're a cute little baby carrot. I want you to know, look how cute this little Peppy is, by the way. If you are still in crypto after all these events and you're thinking of clicking sell, then just do it and get out. A lot of people on the way up, they're going to see up little, they can't take it anymore, they can't take it anymore. Okay, just click out, just get out. Okay, you're not going to make it. These people, look, there's nothing wrong with it. You just click sell and get out. Do yourself a favor. These people were never going to make it. You ever wonder why sometimes the prices are heading down, and then a catalyst, bad news comes out, and then you go down to where you thought the level was going to go? Yes, that news, that's all these weak people, and for news, right? It's all those people who are thinking about doing it. They want to sell and buy back later, or they want to sell and leave. That's the whirlwind they get caught up in. Being a weak little cockroach, not enough, because there's going to be the Viagra pump anxiety that's coming our way in 2024. There's going to be big gyrations, big washing machine moves, and you need mental fortitude of a brick wall. Mr. Ryan Drum says, if there is one more big flush, maybe Bitcoin goes down to 15K as low as a double bottom, I think it would instantly start a massive bull rally. Remember, just to tell you, this is exactly the zombie virus continuation fractal. Remember, everybody believes that we are in the 2020 type of year, but most likely we aren't. As I've shown you, we're more towards the 2014, 2015, but let's not spook it. Let's hope it continues, because at the end of the day, we're just guessing. We really are just guessing. Maybe it's going to keep continuing. Hopefully, we're going to play for the best, and really, let's just appreciate this cute little duck. It's too dangerous to go alone. Take this. Make sure you like, subscribe, friends. Tell mom and dad we love and appreciate them. And of course, we do love and appreciate ducks. Catch you in the next one.